All right, hello from Indy. Just doing some work on a pair of heads here today. So, a set of 5/16 heads, and I'm cutting the guides down to put Viton seals on them. And I cut them down enough to give a little extra clearance for a bigger cam, and finishing up this side too. So, for the cutter, let's see. Using a Comp Cams, the cutter is 4726, and then the arbor, which is this part here, is 4734. So there's two options you can go about this. But first, let me tell you, before you even cut any of these on a set of heads that have never been cut before, these guides will be all over the place. I mean, you would think they'd be within a couple thousandths of each other. When I measured mine, they were between 762 and 790. They were just everywhere. So I'm cutting them down to about 690. So you have two options really when you're doing these Viton seals. Number one is you can just cut these to put in a seal, and you don't want to do anything else. The cutter has two parts. These first set of cutting blades will take the step down, or take the side down, and then they'll make your step. Then the second cutter, which is right here, is what does your chamfer. And you'll be able to tell as you're cutting down, you'll be able to see where you're going, and you'll feel the difference and hear the difference when it starts cutting the chamfer. If you just wanted to do that, just to clean it up, as soon as you see this top become bright, shiny metal and get rid of any rust or grime, then you know you're there. You could just do that, and then that would allow you to use Viton seals, which are a better seal, I think, and they'll last longer. And then you're done. You don't even need to measure that. I mean, they're not going to be consistent. And as soon as, if you quit just as soon as you see it clean up, you're fine. You're not really taking anything off there, hardly at all. Then you can go the next step, which I've done, or I'm doing, is I want, again, I want a little bit more clearance for a bigger cam. Your retainer, your spring sits here, then your your valve comes out here in your retainer, and as your cam lifts up the valve, or actually it ends up pushing it down because mechanical advantage, it pushes that down. If you don't have enough room, that retainer can come and hit the seal, and it'll damage the seal. Then you'll have a mess, a leak, an oily, grimy, black cylinder. So you lower these down a little bit to clear that. So I'm cutting mine down. You do whatever you want to do, but I'm cutting mine to 690-ish. And this isn't rocket science. Some of them are 685. Some of them are 690. It's good enough. And cutting, it's really simple. I just use Tap Magic. You don't have to have this. This is the best stuff, I'm telling you. But you could use oil, WD-40, whatever. You can see I've already put some on the guides, inside the guide, got some on the arbor. And, well, I'll just cut one here and you can see. Okay, and I'm just going to take it down just a second or two. All right, so we've cut into that a little bit more. We took it down, and then I just use a Q-tip to clean this pad. This is where I'm going to measure it. I'm going to measure from this pad to the top of the guide, and I just use my caliper to do that. Use this end, set it down on there, make sure everything's squared up and the way you want it. Push it down, and that's where we're at now. We're at 690, 6 or 7, whichever you want to call it. Well, let's just do it. I'll show you. We'll go another second or two there and see where that takes us. Ready? may be too much. We'll see. It may be right on. All right. Get that cleaned off. Get our caliper opened up. Pardon me. Filming my feet there. Hard to do with one hand. All right, so let's see here. So we're about 678, which is fine. Not a problem at all. Make sure I get all the boogers off there. Yeah, we'll be okay. So it's a little easier to do this with two hands. I'm doing this with one. You can see, not exactly the easiest thing to do. So that's all you got to do. And again, you know, a lot of people, to be honest with you, there's a lot of guys don't even measure at all. They just do them, and you don't have to worry about it. Just, you know, get them somewhat close. I like to measure just because I like them to be consistent, somewhat. And I think that's about it. I mean, it's really pretty simple to do. Something you can do at home. It doesn't take very long to do them at all. Just go a little bit at a time, and you know, cut a little bit, measure. Cut a little bit, measure. You'll be fine. And you really don't even need to be worrying about that much anyway. So, like I said, this is the side that's done. Now we can send the heads off and have everything else done to them. Okay, later.